Hello, students. We will discuss some key points discussed by Chinua Achebe in the essay Colonialist Criticism. The first term that we are going to discuss is binary opposition. Writers like Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak, Edward Said, Homi Bhabha, and others are of the opinion that colonialism fosters dualistic Manichaean thinking. This oppositional thinking leads to discourse that incorporates and perpetuates the binary opposition of self versus other, us versus them, colonizer versus colonized. One of the most powerful distinctions between colonizer and the colonized is the emphatic difference between a speaker with agency and the figure of the silent or silenced subaltern. In the essay Impediments to Dialogue Between North and South, Achebe claims that the European can never extend equality to the Africans because they consider him as a beast of burden. So, dialogue does not exist between the two. In the essay Colonialist Criticism, Achebe writes, as per colonialists, the difference between white and black is a gift of responsibility. The second term that we will discuss is civilizing mission of Europe. Around the year 1800, Europeans and Americans accepted the idea that the civilized people should rule themselves. It was also frequently argued that those whose rights were denied lacked reason or self control or in some other way not fully human. If civilized people should rule themselves, societies ruled from afar had to be labeled uncivilized. Empire was then justified as a tutelage that would eventually make these societies fit either for self rule or self union with the metropole. Consequently, modern empires have claimed to be readying natives for self rule while simultaneously asserting that the empire's continued presence is essential for maintaining this direction. Europe used this ideology to perpetuate their control over the colonies. The next term is Big Brother arrogance. The term Big Brother is used as a synonym for abuse of government order. It also means prying or overtly controlling authority. In the colonial period, Europeans thought that the Africans needed their guidelines. Achebe mentions Albert Schweitzer's famous statement, I quote, "The African is indeed my brother, but my junior brother," unquote. Even after colonization, Achebe writes, European criticism of African literature assumes the arrogance of a big brother. It sees the African writer as somewhat unfinished European who, with patient guidance, will grow up one day and write like every other European. But meanwhile, the African writer must be humble, must learn all he can, and while at it, give due credit to his teachers in the form of direct praise or self contempt. Achebe highlights three important points here. According to the colonial critics, the African writers are underdeveloped due to their inglorious past. It is the civilizing light of Europe that will help them to overcome darkness and that the African writers must be grateful for the benevolent attitude of Europeans or their masters. The next term is man of the two worlds theory. According to Achebe, the man of two worlds theory was evolved to prove that the presence of Europe was necessary in Africa to provide guidance to ignorant Africans, because no matter how much the native was exposed to European influences, he could never truly absorb them. He would always discard the mask of civilization when the crucial hour came and reveal his true face. The educated native was worse than the uneducated. Education had deprived him of his links with his own people, whom he no longer even understood, and who certainly wanted none of his dissatisfaction or pretensions. The next term used by Achebe in his essay is British protected person. A British protected person is a member of a class of British nationality associated with former protectorates, protected states, and territorial mandates and trusts under British control. Individuals with this nationality are British nationals but are neither British nor Commonwealth citizens. This nationality was created to accommodate residents of certain areas that are under British protection or administration but not formally incorporated as crown dominions. Achebe writes that the builders of the empire turned him into a British protected citizen. Next term is parochialism. Parochialism is a limited or narrow outlook, especially focused on a local area. It means narrow mindedness. In Achebe's opinion, Europe has this narrow, self serving attitude. Next term, proselytization. Proselytization is an act of religious conversion and action which invite such conversion. Achebe writes that colonialism was built on an ideology of proselytization which is present even today. The missionary who came to Africa changed the world of Africans forever. Next term, universality. Universality is a quality of involving or being shared by all people or things in the world or in a particular group. According to Achebe, every literature must speak of a particular place, evolve out of the necessities of its history, past and current, and aspirations and destinies of its people. Therefore, he wants the word universal to be banned until narrow self-serving parochialism of Europe ends. So students, we have discussed some of the key points that Achebe talks about in his essay Colonial Criticism. In the next session, we will conclude his essay. Thank you.